be no flash when the match is on. Thank you. to invite the Executive Vice President of the National Table Tennis Federation and Deputy President of the Table Tennis Federation and his very, very beautiful wife, Honorable Barrister, wife, and to ask Mrs. O'Sullivan for this presentation. Please, can we get the winners, please? Well, you can't without people. Just please, winners. The champions, they will finally after the presentation, there will be a good photograph with the presenters, winners and the presenters. Group photograph with the winners and the presenters. Please gather around. Thank you very much. And thank you for your need. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, runner-up, Emmanuel Augustine, and champions. This might to invite our chairman, the Chief Operating Officer, African Table Tennis Federation, to be assisted by all the family members. Please, all family members, join our chairman for this presentation. Our chairman is waiting for you. All family members, please. All family members, please. World of dance.
Olympic Games in Nigeria from 1952 till date. The Olympic Games, which holds every 4 years, is a sporting event featuring summer and winter sports competitions in which thousands of athletes from around the world participate in a variety of competitions. The first Olympic game took place in Athens, Greece in 1896 and included 9 sports. Over the years, the sporting event has transformed as it now features 32 sport games with 329 events, 206 country representatives and 10,714 athletes present. Team Nigeria made its Olympic debut at the 1952 Olympics in Helsinki, Finland, featuring 9 athletes in athletics, men's 100 meters, men's 200 meters, men's 4x100 relay, long jump and high jump, and has competed in every edition since then, except for the boycotted 1976 Summer Olympics. Currently, Nigeria is ranked 74th in the world, having won a total of 27 medals in athletics, boxing, football and wrestling. 3 gold in that era since debuting in 1952, featuring in 12 sports, which include athletics, badminton, basketball, boxing, canoeing, cycling, football, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, weightlifting and wrestling. From Friday, July World Under-20 Championships and the African Senior Athletics Competition, which were held from June 21 to 26 at Stade Omnisport de Japoma, Douala, Cameroon, where Team Nigeria finished 3rd behind South Africa and Kenya, with a total of 15 medals, 5 gold, 6 silver and 4 bronze, from 34 athletes, as these are by no means preparation related, being that athletes were only expected to achieve the qualifying standards. But the sport minister had stressed the need for Nigeria to surpass the feat achieved at the 1996 Olympics in Paris by mapping out a comprehensive roadmap and technical training programs.
Contemporary women's garments inspired by traditional Ankara. Her magic and creativity with fabrics has inspired young designers to resist the status quo and add color to their arts. She founded, I'm not going to call the name, ZIC Limited. Do you have an idea? Her couture label in the year 2000 and kickstarted a revolution for African fabrics with the world in view. After her debut year, she bagged a prestigious award, like I mentioned earlier, of African Designer of the Year. You know why she's a record breaker, right? Yes, at the Nigerian Fashion Show, that is NFS. This launched her designs globally. In 2001, her brand were on the runways of South Africa, Italy, France, and the UK. Jungle Resonance, which received rave review from local and international critics. By 2006, she became a household name, winning multiple awards across the globe. Because of her courage and creativity, she was presented the prestigious African Award in May 2020 by Women in Africa for Transformation Initiative. She is also a UN Ambassador of Peace. I'm so excited to introduce to you the amazing, the delectable, the Amazon. She is this lady that when you meet, she is such a delight, right? And she is super humble. I must add that to it. We've got the delectable Zizi Kador in the house. Welcome to her. You don't even know the compliments to give fashion designers, because you feel they know everything when you talk about fashion.
It's weird. You might not every designer really knows how to put things together. That's why we have stylists. But me personally, my style has always been simple. Keep it simple and you're good.
And this is elegant. This is not just simple. I don't know. Yeah, but simplicity speaks louder anyway. I love the combination of the two different fabrics. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Well,
I'm so excited. How does it feel to be on Achiever's Diary?
I'm quite, like I said earlier, I'm quite humbled. I'm always humbled at every recognition and every award that I receive, because it's not something that I'll say it's by my might or my power. Like the sea Ankara or African fabric, for that matter, on the runways of the Oscars or the Emmy Awards and things like that. And here we are.
Awesome.
That was it. And I dreamt of a time where evening gowns will be made of local fabrics. Okay. Even though at that time people thought I was bonkers. People thought I was mad. People said I was eccentric and whatever it was. But I thank God now that looking back, I could literally say I'm happy that you had a dream and a vision, and in your time, yes, it came to light.
And it's being celebrated globally.
Yes,
which is key.
Yes, and you see, if I didn't have that perseverance or that conviction, it would never have happened. I probably would have fallen by the wayside or decided to do something else. Because even I remember when I started, I had friends giving me friendly advice as per, you know what, you travel. Yes, you travel. It's all about.
But at your own time, how would you describe expression of art or expression of designs?
Well, art on its own, it's relative. The interpretation is relative. It's viewer yes, is that viewers discretion whatsoever, because you choose how you see it. You can interpret differently. That is what art of any sort is all about. Okay. Art is not something that you can confine and limit.
All right, I like that.
And so you it's like an artist painting a tomato. And you look at the tomato, and you're like, with an eye that does not see art, you say it's just a tomato.
Yes, you won't appreciate it.
Yes, but then somebody comes in and they're seeing something else. Yes. I mean, point in case, let me just digress a bit. I remember we went off to the beach just recently with a few friends, and another friend of mine saw a tree, and he was like, "Oh, look at the colors of this tree." And it wasn't a tree that comes to flower. It was just a tree, and I was like, "Oh wow, that would really photograph very well."
Having a niche for yourself.
Yes, you look at I mean, in the 2010, 9, 8, 7, even way back, 2000 when I started. 99, 98, it was all foreign things. Yes. People were wearing more foreign clothes than anything else, and so I think I traveled to Ghana at one time, and I saw the way they had a kind of identity of sort, because I travel quite a bit, and you go to Kenya, the same thing. You could see a Maasai and you know where they're coming from. You see a Malian, you know where they're coming from.
Ethiopia and the rest, yes.
You're going to Europe side, you see a Scottish man, you know where he's coming from. Wearing his kilt and all, and so for me it was like, how come we don't have that?
Something to identify
as a Nigerian, you know, and so that was what made me start creating with Ankara, and I didn't limit it then to just Ankara. It was with all sorts of fabric that we have, which was the Akwete, the Ashoke, there's even one I got from the rivers, they called it the Kurukurubite. So there's quite a few, whatever it was that we had, I experimented with. You know, so it was just me trying to be different, and I think deep down in my creation itself, I wanted to channel my heritage, which is an Igbo, from the Igbo side. And I remember, as an Igbo person, we just have this,
the wrapper you tie,
we call the atupere.
Okay, atupere.
So will you stop bastardizing my language?
Oh my God.
It is called
atupere. Atupere.
Atupere.
Atupere.
So you have and so, you know, you have the little wrap around you, and then you have the little thing around your chest.
For epic movies and the like.
Yeah, but you see, then even growing up, I remember that was how one of my sisters that got married, that was our traditional way of getting married. So you have that, and then you have the other one, and you have all the jigida and everything. Yes, you know, and that was your traditional wedding outfit.
Fantastic.
Yes, you know, so it's even sad now when you go back and you see how we've kind of like lost track of all that. Yes, we've borrowed all that into what it's supposed to be our traditional.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
So
okay, as a young girl starting or having maybe inspiration or aspiration for fashion industry, what would you say are the major challenge that you must overcome?
First of all, for you to even go into fashion or any art form, art is something that is innate. It is something inside of you.
Yes, it comes from the inside.
Yes, you don't learn it. It's
creativity starts from the inside.
New designs, yes, come up with new designs, and then you know, something that once you run it through the graders and the cutters and everybody, there is a construction that goes with it. There is a way they can go around your design. So you have to understand first which aspect of the design and you want to go into before you say, okay, I want to be a designer.
Okay.
You know, so I would say we that is one thing that we need to learn, how to differentiate. As a designer, what part of designing do you want to go into? You know, so because if you're in the wrong aspect of it, then you totally lose it. You know, there are people who are just meant to be machinists, but because of, you know, the
whole hype on social media,
nobody knows who is who anymore. So and a machinist is basically somebody who puts together what the cutter or the designer
has sketched.
Yes.
That's lovely.
You know, so you being a designer does not necessarily, and that's what when I talked about earlier about being hardworking. My usual day starts most times from 8 o'clock to either 8 o'clock at sometimes it's 8 till 10. Wow. You know, and I'm very active. I'm always going about. In my studio, I do my designing, I do the cutting, and so I'm always running in between the workshop and my own atelier, the showroom, and so it's always a hectic thing. Yes, for me. So at the end of the day, I think I've done quite a few thousands on my feet. Wow. You know, so I would love to have a time where I would. You know, as you get older, there are guys, but I do love dancing.